Thank you, Barkha, and welcome to all your guests and panelists as well. Lots of issues in this, and I'll just unpack them, one by one. One is, of course, the doping issue. Captain Randhawa has said he's not sure. Let me tell you, I've shared with you, what is an Air India document, and
We
it clearly
bring it up.
states, yeah,
Yeah.
it's a huge PPT of 25 slides. It tells you exactly, it warns every pilot and cabin crew exactly what will transpire. And if you go straight to the confirmatory test, it tells you you will be terminated. There's no questions asked. Okay. It also tells you tolerance levels. Barkha, very important. It
Mm.
tells you if you consume any banned substance, how many days it's going to stay in your blood, in your urine, and in your hair. There's a slide that says substance abuse testing, very, very detailed. It tells
Mhm.
you that if you have marijuana or cannabinoids, it will stay from 36 hours to 90 days. So you have to be careful. It also tells you, and Air India has been very particular here to tell you that God forbid you did some recreational thing in some other country whilst on holiday.
Mhm.
Please inform us and we will bench you and send you for whatever the treatment is. So
So
there
there's
is,
the slide. The slide is on the screen now, the one you were referring to. And this is
yes.
an important point that you've raised because, for example, marijuana is legal. Recreational marijuana is legal in some countries. Medical marijuana is actually prescribed by doctors in some other countries. Neither, I imagine, can be used by a pilot.
Well,
I mean,
and the company says correctly so that if by chance you have imbibed it, let's say you get those jelly beans everywhere now, all over the US. You go to New York, there are jelly beans by mistake. You must inform them, and that's treated. So that takes care of the doping part. It also states now. Understand many. I mean, and doctor is here; he will explain better than me. But we had COVID some years ago. There was a
mhm.
COVID testing and ELISA testing, immunoassay. I don't know what it is. Doctor will explain. But the first test is always by that method. The second test, which is a confirmatory test, is something called spectrometry, or I don't know what it is, but he will be able to explain. It tells you, and you look at this slide you're showing, it will tell you the difference between the first test and the second test. Very clear. Have a look. I mean, Barka, you can have a look at it. They have explained it as bright as day. It also tells you the cutoff level of every single type of drug that is available in the market, which they're looking for screening. So this is detailed explanation.
So you're saying Air India has anticipated these scenarios. It's not that they're blind to these possibilities.
No, this car came in, Barkha, this car came in 4 years ago. It was discussed. I mean, Captain Randhawa, Captain Thomas can correct me if I'm wrong. I remember 2021, we were discussing, I was very much in the airline. I was part of the association. We were discussing all these tests and how, they screen it and stuff because it's applicable on engineers, ATC, cabin crew, pilots. So it's not that something unknown. All airlines have a protocol. So this is there.
Mhm.
The difference between the DGCA and the ICAO protocol and Air India's protocol is Air India says very clearly when the second confirmatory test comes back to the MRO, that's the medical officer in charge of the company and the DGCA, the guy is curtains, he's terminated. It's listed in this thing. So similarly for cabin crew and everybody else. Okay,
So
so
you're so,
that's
so so you're saying that if this pilot has tested positive for marijuana, he has to be terminated. No ifs and buts, and that is a separate conversation from what caused this plane to lose altitude
yes,
of 300
yes,
feet.
absolutely. Absolutely. Now, my second part is I have also seen this post flight report. I have also spoken to some of the people who were involved. I had my biggest grouse is the regulator. And I don't,
Hmm.
the regulator. Okay, I can understand an airline wanting to conceal. I can understand a pilot want. Now, the pilot sent a report, the engineering sent a report, the airline sent a report. Why was the whole country fed this churn of ATC or of CAT and dropped aircraft? Why were we trying to conceal, whether it's the point of the government or at the regulator level? We are not transparent to a nation of 1.5 billion people. We are the third largest aviation market on earth. And if we are going to hide this for 7 days and then have the minister come and say, oh, we are serious about safety, something is wrong here. This is a
So,
joke.
so, so this is a very important point before I come to Aditya and Dr. Gilada. The initial official statement by the Civil Aviation Ministry did not even acknowledge and Captain Thomas and Randhawa, you can correct me if I'm wrong, I have not yet seen any official acknowledgement of the technical snags. Sanjay, have you?
Yes, absolutely. You're absolutely right, Barkha. And in fact, I have it on 100% authority that the engineering department sent the word transient technical faults in their first statement. The pilot sent all these reports to the DGCA, and the airline also wrote that same line. So, therefore, they've already intimated, well, in a roundabout manner, to the DGCA, there was something technically wrong. The DGCA was aware of it. Why are we not aware of it? Why did it take some press guy to break it? Why did it
Yeah.
take Alpa to raise it? Why, every single step of the way, everybody said, not possible, this cannot happen. Wo zindagi mein hua.
So you're saying the DGCA has been non-transparent,
The
and
DGCA has been concealing things. Let me put it bluntly.
Okay, so the DGCA is hiding. DGCA
Yes.
has hid. The DGCA hid the technical snags with this
Yes.
aircraft. All right,
From the
those are
people of
two
India.
from the people of India. Aditya, let's bring you in and we'll come to the medical